What if the most extraordinary works of art on Earth weren't painted, but alive? Hidden in remote forests, silent wetlands, and windswept coasts are creatures so rare, so breathtaking they almost feel unreal. Today, on Top Bananas, we're uncovering 24 of the most unique, beautiful, and rare birds on the planet. Each one a masterpiece shaped by evolution, mystery, and survival. Some will amaze you. Some might even challenge what you think beauty really is. But one thing is certain, you won't see nature the same way again. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to Top Bananas and share this video, because the wildest stories on Earth deserve to be seen. Position number 24. Horned Screamer. In the flooded wetlands of South America, the horned screamer stands like a relic from a forgotten era, an echo of a world where survival sculpted every detail. Its most striking feature is not its size, but the slender horn rising from its head, a fragile keratin spike that grows continuously, sometimes breaking, only to return again like a symbol of resilience. Despite its calm, almost meditative movements through water and reeds, this bird carries a hidden arsenal, sharp spurs tucked into its wings, capable of fierce defense. Its call is not just sound, but a resonating declaration that travels across miles of marshland. Unlike most birds of its size, it rarely takes to the sky, conserving energy and feeding mainly on vegetation, an unusual choice for such an imposing figure. It is a paradox of strength and restraint, quiet yet unforgettable. Position number 23, Cabot's tragopan. Deep within the shadowed understory of southeastern China's subtropical forests, the Cabot's tragopan moves like a secret waiting to be discovered. It avoids open spaces, favoring dense vegetation where light filters through in fragments. Its diet, leaves, berries, seeds, and insects, reflects a balanced ecological role, while its activity peaks at dawn and dusk when danger is lowest. But the true spectacle lies in the male's courtship display. From beneath its feathers emerges a luminous blue throat pouch, unfolded in a precise, almost ritualistic sequence, as if choreographed by nature itself. This is not chaos, but calculated beauty. Unlike most pheasants, it nests high in trees, reducing vulnerability to predators. When threatened, it does not panic. It disappears, blending seamlessly into its surroundings. It survives not by speed, but by silence, patience, and the art of vanishing. At position number 22, we have the greater adjutant. At first glance, the greater adjutant appears almost unsettling, massive, bald-headed, with a heavy, ancient-looking beak and a dangling throat pouch that sways as it walks. It looks like something from a world long gone, yet it thrives in ours. Often found near human settlements, landfills, and urban edges, this bird performs a role few others will. It cleans. Feeding on carrion and waste, it recycles what would otherwise decay and spread disease. Its slow, deliberate gait and stark appearance contrast with the importance of its function. In ecological terms, it is indispensable, a biological processor in the cycle of life and decay. There is no elegance in its form, no attempt to charm, yet without it, entire systems would falter. Sometimes, survival isn't about beauty or grace, it's about necessity, and in that role, the greater adjutant is quietly essential. At position number 21, we find the Kinisna Turako. Hidden within the lush forests of South Africa, the Kinisna Turako embodies a delicate balance between concealment and revelation. Its emerald green plumage is not merely color, it is the result of a rare pigment called Turako verdin, one that resists fading even under environmental stress. When perched, it blends perfectly with the canopy, but when it takes flight, the illusion shatters. Flashes of vivid crimson wings ignite the air, a sudden burst of color that feels almost unreal. Feeding on fruits, flowers, and berries, it plays a crucial ecological role as a seed disperser, quietly shaping the forest's future. It prefers short, controlled flights, moving between branches, rather than crossing open skies. Its loud, rhythmic calls echo through the trees, marking territory with confidence. In its behavior lies a strategy: remain unseen until the moment demands you be unforgettable. Now, at position number 20, is the black and chestnut eagle, High in the mist-laced Andes, where forests feel ancient and the air grows thin, the black and chestnut eagle moves like a living shadow edged in fire. Its dark plumage, washed with deep chestnut tones, dissolves into the fading light, making it almost invisible against the forest canopy. But its eyes, sharp, calculating, miss nothing. This eagle is a specialist, hunting tree-dwelling mammals such as sloths with remarkable precision. It does not rely on brute force alone, but on spatial awareness, navigating the vertical complexity of the forest like a three-dimensional strategist. Its flight is controlled, deliberate, a negotiation with branches, gaps, and shadows. There is no spectacle in its hunting, only efficiency. Perhaps that is why it remains so elusive, so rarely studied. It does not seek recognition. It exists beyond attention, mastering a world few can truly see. Coming in at position number 19, we see the red-legged Siriema. Across the open savannas of South America, the red-legged Siriema moves with a confidence that feels both ancient and calculated. With its long crimson legs, slender body, and alert crest, it appears elegant, but its behavior tells a different story. This is a hunter. It stalks the ground with precision, scanning for prey that ranges from insects to snakes. And when it strikes, it does so with startling force, lifting its catch and smashing it repeatedly against the earth. Its call, loud and piercing, travels across the landscape like a territorial warning, claiming space with authority. Though capable of flight, it rarely uses it, preferring to run, embodying a form of movement that feels almost prehistoric. There is something unmistakably primal in its presence. It does not perform for attention, it simply acts, and that quiet confidence leaves a lasting impression.
Position number 18, the magnificent riflebird. In the dense rainforests of Australia, the male magnificent riflebird transforms the forest floor into, well, a stage of illusion and precision. When courtship begins, he spreads his wings into a velvety black cloak, shimmering with iridescent greens and blues that shift with every angle of light. Then, something extraordinary happens. He reshapes his body, forming a glowing oval with a radiant, almost neon-like center. It's not just movement, it's performance, an optical display that challenges perception itself. The female watches silently, evaluating every motion with exacting standards. One misstep, and the performance fails. This dance is the product of evolutionary pressure, where selection favors not brute strength, but artistic perfection. Outside of breeding season, he's quiet, almost unremarkable. But in this moment, he becomes more than a bird. He becomes a living illusion of light, motion, and intent. Position number 17, the crested ibis. Some birds command attention with brilliance, others with subtlety. The crested ibis belongs to the latter. Its plumage, primarily white, takes on a soft pink hue under sunlight, as if gently brushed with color. A delicate crest crowns its head, giving it an almost painterly elegance. Moving through shallow waters with slow, deliberate steps, it searches for prey with precision, careful not to disturb the stillness around it. Once believed extinct, its rediscovery stands as one of conservation's most hopeful stories, a reminder that nature can recover when given a chance. There's no aggression in its movements, no urgency in its behavior. Instead, it exists in quiet harmony with its environment. Watching it feels almost surreal, as if witnessing something outside of time, a fragile living symbol of resilience and renewal. Position number 16, the tawny frogmouth. In the quiet woodlands of Australia, the tawny frogmouth does not merely hide. It becomes part of the forest itself. By day, it transforms into a fragment of bark, elongating its body, closing its eyes to narrow slits, and dissolving into the illusion of a broken branch. This isn't coincidence, but an evolutionary masterpiece of camouflage. Unlike true owls, it belongs to a different lineage, relying less on speed and more on stillness. As night falls, the illusion fades, and the hunter awakens. With a wide, frog-like mouth, It captures insects mid-air with remarkable precision. Its flight is silent, controlled, almost ghost-like. Rather than overpowering its prey, it surprises it. This bird embodies a powerful biological principle: survival through invisibility. In a world driven by motion, it thrives by doing almost nothing at all. Position number 15, the superb fruit dove. High in the tropical canopies of Australia and New Guinea lives a bird that, honestly, seems painted rather than born. The superb fruit dove glows with an almost surreal palette: emerald green wings, a deep violet crown, and a chest brushed with soft whites and golds. Yet despite this vivid display, it remains astonishingly difficult to spot. It moves quietly through dense foliage, where color becomes camouflage among shifting light and shadow. Its diet consists primarily of soft fruits, which it swallows whole, later dispersing seeds across vast distances, making it a silent architect of forest regeneration. It rarely descends to the ground, preferring the safety of height and the precision of short, controlled flights between branches. Its voice is soft, nearly absent, and that is the paradox: a bird so visually striking, yet living a life of near invisibility. Position number 14, the keel-billed toucan. In the humid rainforests of Central and South America, the keel-billed toucan appears like a burst of color breaking through green silence. Its bill, an extraordinary fusion of lime green, fiery orange, and crimson, is not just decoration, but a highly engineered biological tool. Despite its size, the structure is lightweight, composed of a porous network that allows both strength and efficiency. It functions in feeding, thermoregulation, and communication all at once. The toucan's behavior is just as fascinating. It plucks fruit with precision, sometimes tossing it into the air before catching it with effortless timing. Living in small social groups, it maintains complex interactions within its community. And yet, despite its bold colors, it can vanish among the foliage when still. It is a perfect blend of spectacle and function, beauty shaped by necessity. Position number 13, Stella's sea eagle. Along the icy coastlines of the North Pacific, where wind and water collide, the Stella's sea eagle reigns as a symbol of raw power and calculated patience. With a wingspan approaching 8 feet, it is one of the largest eagles on Earth. Its appearance is striking: jet black feathers contrasted by brilliant white shoulders and tail, anchored by a massive golden beak that looks almost sculpted. But its dominance is not defined by size alone. This eagle is a strategist. It can stand motionless for hours, studying the water below, reading subtle movements invisible to others. When the moment arrives, it strikes with absolute precision, lifting powerful fish like salmon from the surface. Its strength is undeniable, but its true advantage lies in restraint. In a fast-moving world, it succeeds by mastering the art of waiting. Position number 12, Goliath heron. In the still waters of African wetlands, the Goliath heron rises like a monument carved by time itself. Towering at nearly 5 feet, it is not merely the largest heron. It is a presence that commands silence. Its plumage, a fusion of burnt chestnut and muted gray, feels sun-worn and ancient, blending seamlessly into reeds and reflections. But what defines this bird is not its size, it is its patience. It stands motionless for long stretches, reading the water like a scientist analyzing data. Then, in a single explosive motion, it strikes with surgical precision, capturing prey too formidable for most birds. Its massive bill functions like a biological spear, engineered for impact and control. There is no wasted energy, no unnecessary movement, only pure efficiency. It does not chase power, it embodies it.
Position number 11, the white-eared pheasant. Against the stark, wind-carved landscapes of the Tibetan Plateau, the white-eared pheasant moves like a living brushstroke across snow. Its plumage is deceptively simple, pure white, contrasted by a dark trailing tail and elongated feather tufts that, well, resemble delicate ears. But beneath that quiet elegance lies a deeply social intelligence. These birds travel in coordinated groups, foraging together through frozen soil, extracting roots and insects with synchronized effort. Their calls, sharp, slightly metallic, function as communication signals within a tightly bonded network. In extreme environments where isolation can actually be fatal, cooperation becomes survival. This species demonstrates a powerful ecological principle: resilience through community. It does not rely on visual spectacle, but on structure, coordination, and trust. In a harsh world, unity becomes its greatest strength. Position number 10, the Kia. High in the alpine regions of New Zealand, where conditions challenge even the most adaptable species, the Kia has taken evolution a step further. It experiments. This olive-green parrot, marked with flashes of fiery orange beneath its wings, is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent birds on Earth. But its intelligence is not passive. It is disruptive, curious, and almost mischievous. Kia have been observed solving complex problems, opening latches, dismantling objects, and even interacting with human-made systems purely out of curiosity. Their diet is equally flexible, ranging from fruit and insects to carrion, reflecting a highly adaptable metabolism. Social by nature, they learn through observation, passing behaviors across generations like cultural knowledge. In the Kia, intelligence is not just a trait, it is a survival strategy in constant motion. Position number 9, the Palawan peacock pheasant. Deep within the humid forests of Palawan, a bird exists that seems less like biology and more like artistry. The Palawan peacock pheasant carries feathers embedded with iridescent eye spots, microscopic structures that refract light into shimmering blues, greens, and bronzes. But the true spectacle is behavioral. The male performs a slow, deliberate display, unfolding his tail into a radiant fan and rotating with calculated precision, as if curating an exhibition of light itself. This is not random. It is a refined evolutionary signal, where symmetry, color, and motion communicate genetic fitness. Every beam of filtered sunlight becomes part of the performance. Yet, despite its brilliance, it remains elusive, favoring dense cover and minimal exposure. It does not overwhelm the forest, it harmonizes with it, turning courtship into a quiet masterpiece of light and intention. Position number 8, the saddle-billed stork. In the vast wetlands of sub-Saharan Africa, the saddle-billed stork stands like a figure of deliberate design, bold, balanced, and unmistakably precise. Its bill alone is a visual phenomenon, a striking combination of red, black, and yellow, crowned with a shield-like structure that appears almost engineered. Its long legs elevated above the water, giving it an almost aristocratic posture. But beneath this elegance lies a predator defined by patience. It stands perfectly still, minimizing energy output while maximizing awareness. Then, in a single calculated motion, it strikes. Fast, accurate, final. This hunting method reflects a broader biological efficiency. Energy conservation paired with decisive action. Solitary by nature, it avoids unnecessary interaction, existing on its own terms. It does not seek attention. Its presence demands it. Position number 7, the roseate spoonbill. The roseate spoonbill appears almost surreal, as if nature experimented with form and arrived at something unexpectedly perfect. Its plumage ranges from soft pastel pinks to vibrant saturated tones, shaped by carotenoid pigments derived from its diet. In essence, its color is not fixed. It is a living reflection of what it consumes. Its most distinctive feature, however, is its spoon-shaped bill. Flattened and widened at the tip, it functions as a sensory tool, sweeping through shallow water to detect subtle movements. Feeding becomes a rhythmic process, a fluid dance of motion, balance, and precision. With each sweep, it filters life from water, translating sensation into action. This bird is a fusion of elegance and engineering, where beauty is not ornamental, but functional, every detail serving a purpose. Position number 6, the mandarin duck. The mandarin duck is a paradox of design, an explosion of color that somehow resolves into perfect harmony. The male displays an extraordinary palette. Orange sail-like feathers rise from its wings, complemented by deep purples, crisp whites, and iridescent greens. Yet nothing feels excessive. Every color integrates into a cohesive visual identity. Despite this bold appearance, its behavior is composed and controlled. It glides across water with minimal disturbance, conserving energy through smooth, efficient movement. In East Asian cultures, it symbolizes loyalty and enduring partnership, a symbolism reinforced by its tendency to form long-lasting pair bonds. Uniquely, it nests in tree cavities, often high above ground, where newly hatched ducklings must leap into the unknown below. It is a life defined by both elegance and risk, beauty balanced with instinct. Position number 5. The golden conure. In the emerald depths of the Amazon rainforest, the golden conure appears like a fragment of sunlight that refused to fade. Its brilliant yellow plumage radiates against the green canopy, making concealment almost irrelevant. It doesn't hide it declares itself. Yet behind this luminous appearance lies a complex social intelligence. These parrots live in tightly bonded groups where cooperation defines survival. They feed together, rest together, and even share the responsibility of raising offspring, a rare level of communal behavior in avian species. Their powerful beaks easily crack through tough seeds and nuts, reflecting both strength and adaptability. Their calls, sharp and resonant, travel through dense forests not as random noise, but as structured communication. Within that constant exchange, there is order, a living network of connection, where individuality yields to collective strength. Position number 4, sword-billed hummingbird. In the high-altitude ecosystems of the Andes, evolution has taken an extraordinary turn with the sword-billed hummingbird, a species defined by a single, remarkable trait. Its bill extends beyond the length of its own body, a structural anomaly that transforms limitation into advantage. This elongated form allows it to access deep tubular flowers unreachable to other pollinators, effectively eliminating competition. Yet such specialization comes with biological trade-offs. Grooming becomes a challenge, often performed mid-flight, while maintaining balance requires extreme precision due to the shifted center of gravity. Despite these constraints, it retains the agility typical of hummingbirds, hovering with remarkable control. Even more fascinating is its ecological relationship. Many plant species have co-evolved alongside it, shaping their structures to match its form. It is not just a bird, but a living example of evolutionary partnership. Position number 3, waved albatross. Over the vast open waters of the Pacific, the waved albatross moves with a sense of effortless mastery, as if the sky itself were its natural domain. With a wingspan stretching close to 8 feet, it glides rather than flies, harnessing wind currents like invisible pathways across the ocean. Its plumage, marked by delicate wave-like patterns, creates the illusion of motion even in stillness. Spending the majority of its life at sea, it returns to land only for one purpose: reproduction. And when it does, it returns with astonishing precision to the same location, year after year. Its courtship ritual is intricate and synchronized, involving coordinated movements, calls, and gestures that function as a form of communication. In a constantly shifting environment, it represents consistency, a species defined by loyalty to place, partner, and rhythm. Position number 2, king penguin. On the remote subantarctic islands, where cold winds shape every aspect of life, the king penguin stands as a symbol of resilience and quiet elegance. Its body is a study in contrast, clean black and white lines interrupted by bursts of vivid orange and gold along the neck and bill, like hidden emotion beneath a composed exterior. Standing up to 3 feet tall, it carries a presence that feels almost regal. Yet survival here demands more than appearance. It is an exceptional diver, capable of plunging hundreds of feet beneath the ocean's surface and holding its breath for extended periods in search of fish. Within massive colonies filled with noise and movement, each pair maintains a unique vocal signature, allowing them to find one another with remarkable precision. In chaos, it preserves connection. Position number 1, long-tailed sylph. In the misty cloud forests of the Andes, the long-tailed sylph exists at the intersection of beauty and risk. The male's tail extends far beyond its body, trailing behind like a ribbon of light in motion. This exaggerated feature is not accidental. It is the result of sexual selection, where visual appeal directly influences reproductive success. Yet this elegance comes at a cost. The elongated tail reduces maneuverability and increases visibility to predators, turning every movement into a calculated risk. Flight requires refined control, as the bird compensates for drag and balance. Despite these challenges, it maintains the ability to hover with precision, feeding on nectar from delicate flowers. In this species, survival and attraction are intertwined. Its beauty is not just an advantage, but a gamble, where risk itself becomes part of the strategy. As you journey through these remarkable species, something becomes clear. Nature does not follow a single definition of beauty. It experiments, it adapts, it creates forms that range from delicate elegance to raw, almost unsettling power. And yet, every one of these birds holds a purpose within the ecosystems they inhabit. Some are architects of forests, quietly spreading seeds that will grow into future landscapes. Others are guardians of balance, cleaning environments and recycling what would otherwise decay. Some rely on intelligence, others on camouflage, speed, or patience. Together they form a complex, interconnected system where every detail matters. But beyond biology, there is something deeper, something human. These birds remind us that difference is not a flaw, but a strength. That survival doesn't always belong to the loudest or the most beautiful, but often to those who adapt, who cooperate, who endure. In a world that moves faster every day, these creatures teach us to observe, to appreciate, and to respect the balance we are part of. Their existence is not guaranteed. Many of them face threats from habitat loss, climate change, and human expansion, and yet, their presence continues to inspire wonder. Perhaps that is the true message of this video. The world is still full of mystery, still full of beauty worth protecting, and sometimes all it takes is a moment of attention to realize just how extraordinary life on this planet truly is. If this journey opened your eyes even a little, don't let it end here. Hit subscribe and join us on Top Bananas for more incredible stories from the natural world. Stories that inspire, surprise, and stay with you long after the video ends. Share this video with someone who loves discovery, because the more we explore together, the more we understand what's worth protecting. And remember, this is just the beginning. There are countless wonders still waiting to be revealed. Stay curious, we will die. And for D and baby, we're brisos. Tendasidoa. So bantadine davi David Danner Furs. We dandin, fandandandin, and dandid nan, and dan daden, which that you stand. And dandid your city, on Top Bananas.